right, welcome back, welcome back. So if you haven't done so already, go ahead and make sure you like, share, subscribe. And we're just gonna jump right into this video. So if you can tell by the title, this is a first trimester recap. Because I'm currently already 15 weeks, but whew, we're gonna review them weeks 3, and I'm gonna explain why I said 3. Weeks 3 all the way to 12, and then a little bit of 13. So a lot of people are like 3 weeks is kind of early. I'm telling y'all now, if you are in the TTC community, testing for pregnancy super early is very common. For those that are actually trying to conceive, that means you know you're tracking ovulation, you know you're trying, you know when you inseminated or when you baby danced. That means you're already counting down those days in the 2-week wait, which means you're already testing. So just like when I was pregnant with Nova, I tested 10 days after ovulation. So that means I inseminated, ovulated, waited 10 days, and had a positive test. Same way this time. And I mean clear positive. I will, maybe on this side, I will go ahead and attach some pictures of those early tests. So we found out, I think I was 3 weeks and 4 days. That sounds about right. 3 weeks, 4 days. So, felt fine all the way through. And I had some questions, so I'm going to just address the questions while I'm going through. So that first question was, why did you test so early? It's common when you are trying to test super early. I had another question. How is the first trimester different with this baby than with Nova? So when I was pregnant with Nova, I had 0 symptoms. No symptoms for the 2-week wait, no symptoms for the whole first trimester, and no symptoms for half of the second trimester. I honestly didn't even feel pregnant until she started to move around 15, 16 weeks. And then to have real symptoms maybe 20 weeks, 22 weeks. So I had a super, super easy pregnancy with her. No symptoms, no morning sickness, no nothing. But they say each pregnancy is different, and they are definitely right about that, because this pregnancy is way different than that one. This trimester has been very trying. It has been very hard. I have been very sick from week 5 all the way until now. It's starting to settle now around week 15, but weeks 5 through 14, I have been sick. My second question was, did you have a lot of morning sickness this time? Yes. Now, morning sickness has 2 components, the nausea, the vomiting. I didn't really have so much of the vomiting, but definitely was nauseous from week 5 all the way through until now. So, people give you all these remedies to try when you are having morning sickness. Drink ginger tea, ginger ale, ginger chews. None of that worked. The ginger tea didn't help. The ginger ale was very here and there. Ginger chews didn't work. Staying hydrated with water didn't help. Nothing. So the one thing that did work for me is the motion sickness C-bands. So I don't have one on me, but let's just imagine that this is a C-band. It has a little ball that goes into the pressure point 2 fingers down, and it's supposed to press on it on both sides and help with morning sickness. So I wore those bands religiously around the clock all day. I would take them off, put them right back on. So from weeks 5 until about 10, the C-bands was the only thing that helped. And then when I got about 9, 10 weeks, I took the recommendation of using B6 and Unisom. Unisom is like a sleepy pill that's supposed to help with allergies, kind of, but when paired with B6 before bed, it's supposed to help with next day morning sickness. So every night I would take that, and then I would take half of a Unisom and half of a B6 in the morning to kind of get over the nauseous feeling. Now, around week 10, I did start the vomiting thing. So I went a full 5, 6 weeks, never throwing up. But when I hit week 10, I threw up everything. No matter what I ate, I threw up water, snacks, fruit. I was really not eating. So anything I ate honestly didn't digest. So I was super bloated. So you got the morning sickness, the nausea, the vomiting, and then I was bloated. So the top of my stomach was super bloated. One meal, one drink, bloated for the rest of the day, rest of the week. So I had to start drinking prune juice to kind of relieve the bloating. Um, let's see. Also, I developed acid reflux super early. So as with Nova, I didn't get acid reflux until like week 34, 35. Towards the end, I started getting the heartburn and the acid reflux and having to take the Tums around the clock. Well, week 9, 10, I was already popping Tums and Pepsid to try to get rid of the acid. And even with that, I went on TikTok, tried to find the remedies. They said do baking soda and water. Didn't really help. They gave you a list of foods and drinks to stay away from. Didn't matter. I wasn't eating or drinking any of that. Still had acid like down here. Not really the heartburn, just the acid part. And you could feel the acid down here. And so that would lead to me throwing up all my food. So I really have been surviving off of one meal a day. And I have to choose. I either have to eat breakfast slash lunch or have to eat dinner. And usually right now I choose dinner. I'll kind of eat something small and snack, drink lots of water, juice, and then I'll eat dinner, and that'll be fine. And really, I've been eating a lot of salads. So a lot of Caesar salads, Cobb salads. My body does well with salads, but anything that's like full on eating, no. Smoothies, nope. Any type of fast food, nope. Not all fruits either. Anything cooked, nope. I found out that I do good with like deli sandwiches, like turkey and cheese sandwiches and chips type things. So salads and deli sandwiches is what I was surviving off of. I would heat up the meat, make a sandwich, and call it a day. And if you see now, I kind of got like a little acid thing going on because I did eat today, and it's what 4:30. I ate at 11 o'clock, and so you see that's a long gap of hours for me to still be feeling like the food is up here and I'm sick. But somebody recommended that I try papaya enzymes. That's like almost like an indigestion type pill to help with the acid. I take that, it kind of does okay. So you got morning sickness, nausea, vomiting, acid reflux, bloating. Super tired. So ramped up the fatigue this time. Like everything I do makes me super tired. I need a nap, or I need to sit, or I need to lay. Trying to think of what other symptoms I may have had. Not really any headaches. No really aches and pains besides like when your uterus grows, like those growing pains. But yeah, really bad morning sickness, really bad acid reflux, really bad sickness all around from week 5 until now. So even now I'm only eating maybe 1.5 meal a day, but I can enjoy tea, iced tea, sweet tea, lemonade sometimes. Orange juice at first, but no orange juice. I'll sneak and have a soda sometimes, but I won't overdo it. Lots of water. That's it. Deli sandwiches, tuna sandwiches, salads. I had a burger yesterday. I seem to do okay with that, but I don't want to test my limits. So whoever asked asked the question about the morning sickness, very much so, 100%. I'm still waiting to see when does it really stop. Like I don't have to take the B6 and Unisom anymore, but I still feel nauseous after eating or throughout the day. No sweets, no ice cream, none of that, because it makes me feel off. Nothing greasy. Honestly, anything you cook kind of makes my stomach turn. Over the process of this first trimester, I'm already down 8 pounds. I've lost 8 pounds unwillingly. Because, like I said, I'm only eating one meal a day and I'm drinking lots of water. I'm not just laying around for the most part. So, yeah, I mean, I lost 7 pounds with my first pregnancy and I gained it back. So, I guess that's not really a concern. But down 8 pounds. So far, we've had a ultrasound at 8 weeks. We had one at 12 weeks to check for Down syndrome, stuff like that. We had a gender scan at 15 weeks, so we do know the gender. So a gender reveal is coming soon. We have our next ultrasound at 18 weeks for our anatomy scan. We've had blood work, all came back. We've had the maternity 21 genetic tests, early tests, all came back good. This is not going to be a real long video, but just wanted to do, like, I'm trying to hold myself accountable on updating for every few weeks or every trimester. So the first trimester has been very rocky. In the beginning of the second trimester, it's kind of off to a better start, but I'm literally still waiting for the sickness to kind of stop and to be able to just eat regular again, like to eat regular meals. Like, I made a joke. I told somebody I want to eat all the big back food. Like, I want to eat pizza and burgers and pasta and stuff, but if I do that, I gotta be prepared to be sick for like 2 days. So, and no need to make suggestions because none of it works. My doctor is sending over a prescription version of Pepcid for the acid reflux because it's bad. And it sucks to have acid reflux in the first trimester, which means if I have to do this the whole pregnancy, I'm going to be literally miserable. But on a scale of 1 to 10, do I recommend this first trimester? No. This has been horrible. Yeah, I don't know how people continue to get pregnant and continue to do this, because if this is how the first pregnancy went, I promise y'all, I don't know if I would have did this again. But yeah, just to reiterate, morning sickness real bad, nausea, vomiting, acid reflux, bloating, issues with digestion. That's it. Little fatigue, no headaches, no really pains or anything like that. And that's it. So if y'all have any questions, message me on Instagram, put them in the comments, and I'll definitely get back to you. Until next time.